Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Kirwan and my blog name is Adventures with Snowflake, and this video is going to be a bit of a chit chat. It's going to be a chat about my first few weeks settling back into college and how, even though I'm in final year, it's still not easy. Okay, so I'm going to try and not be too somber about this. I know my videos can seem kind of serious sometimes. I know I did a vlog of my first couple of weeks in college, my September vlog, and most of it was happy-go-lucky, but settling back into college wasn't that easy. I do feel a bit more settled now. We're mid-October. If anybody follows my blog, which will be linked in the description below, you'll know that I blog an awful lot about struggles. Basically, like, so many of my blog posts are entitled like I'm struggling or whatever. Struggling to find balance is nothing new to me. Yeah, you would think being in final year that I have cracked the code and I know how to just go in, settle in and get right down to it and have a good year, but apparently not. And I know I've given up my job, so that's a massive plus. So I still have a lot of stuff going on still. So obviously I've got college, final year, we've heard all about it at this stage. Lots of work, of course, surprise surprise. So that in itself is hard to keep on top of. I always seem to forget about like one or two modules and be like, oh yeah, they're fine, yeah, I know what's going on, and I don't. I've got this stuff, so I'm doing video. Just the really like everyday stuff of like hanging out with friends. Trying to hang out with them is kind of hard sometimes, and especially the first couple of weeks, like you're trying to like find out who is free at what time. Everyone has different schedules, everyone does different subjects. Some of my friends are repeating second year, so that just means that I'm kind of like, okay, so you're not in my class anymore, and okay, so you have last year's schedule. God, I don't remember last year's schedule, and then like last year's schedule, even if I do remember some of it, it has changed, and you know, like you just don't know when people are free. And like a lot of my friends, like I'm gonna say like 80-90% of my friends are commuters, so that also makes it difficult because I'm telling myself like, give yourself time with your friends, like you're here to enjoy yourself as well, get a good degree, which means like I'm like, okay, 9 to 6, it doesn't matter if I don't do work, I'll just hang out with my friends, and then later on in the evening you can do your college work, which seemed like a really good idea at first, but now I'm like, damn, you can't do that. Like, we all try and be our best selves, we all try and work as hard as we can in terms of like college work or whatever you're doing, and then like make sure we see our friends, get a bit of social in. Because I'm doing upkeeping a blog and a YouTube, I am constantly trying to be on my social media, so I'm trying to upload every day on my social media. Some days like I actually was on my social media at least like once or twice every day during the summer. I was like, yeah, sure, I'm in the swing of it now, like it's grand. And yeah, I've actually missed a couple of days on social media, and I know a lot of people aren't going to see that and not going to notice, but like I notice. I'm so hard on myself. Yeah, I have missed a few days. I've been surprised by that. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I am. Then I kind of like give myself a bit of self-love, a bit of me time, which is hard because I don't really know the definition of that. To be honest, I'm happy when I'm busy, so like me time is like making plans for busier times, I guess. Then I have to make some time for family, so I come home at the weekend, and then I'm upkeeping my relationship. Like going from a summer of seeing Sam is my girlfriend, seeing Sam so often, and then going into like an isolation college, when now, to be honest, where I'm living, it's like we all live alone. I have said it to all of them, they've all said it to me. Anytime I see any of them, it's like, oh hey, do you see anyone else around like that often? Because I don't see anyone. And we were like, yeah, I know, it's like we all live alone. We're all just like final years or PMEs. There's one guy who's in second year, but like we all are just doing our own thing. We're all just there to do our degree, I guess. That kind of made me feel a little bit isolated, I think. Like feeling like I was living alone. Because I'm the kind of person who like bounces off other people's energies. I think I said this before. I just soak up other people's vibes, and like being around my friends is great for that. But like I said, I don't know when I'm going to see my friends, and I haven't settled into like my routine and their routine and seeing when each other are free. Like I kind of know now, but even now I'm not really sure. It's just, I get really lonely, I get really down. I don't do very well by myself. I remember looking at a place in Maynooth and it was like a single studio, and I thought I'd get it. Like, what was I thinking? I can't do that. So yeah, like the first week I was fine, and then the second week I was so down for so much of it. I was so lonely. You didn't see that in the September vlog, simply because I'm only starting vlogging, so it's not like anytime anything happens I like whip out the camera and I'm like, okay, let's tell the vlog what's happening today. So that's why I wanted to give a video to this, because it's not something that features, and I don't want everyone to think that I'm just having a fantastic time. It's not like that. I think what doesn't help is that I'm so hard on myself, so it's kind of a vicious circle. Like that happened on the second week where I was like, and I know it's only the second week, but I still have work to do. So I was like trying to get my work done, trying to keep ahead of the game. I do not want to slip behind whatsoever, because once you start slipping, it's a long ass slope from there and it's hard to get back up. So I was just trying to keep on top of stuff, but I was also trying to see my friends. I had no idea when my friends are free. It can be hard to get in touch with some of them. I mean, obviously everyone's very busy. I was so isolated, and then even like there was a day, it was almost like Fairs Day and everybody was doing Fairs Day, but I had so much work to catch up on, and I knew where everyone was and I could have gone and seen everyone, but I chose to stay at the library and do some work, and I wasn't productive. So I felt shit for not being productive, for not seeing my friends, for wasting a day, and yeah, it's just a vicious circle where it's like, meet up with your friends. No, don't meet up with your friends, you need to do some work. Do some work. Oh, you're not really very productive, you should have met your friends. And then your friends are gone home because they're commuters, and then you're just like in this vicious cycle, and you're just hating yourself at the end of it. Or maybe just me. My tips, I suppose, for settling back into college, no matter what year you're in. So like, I would just say the simplest thing, which I am such a devil for not doing, is just reaching out. Reach out to your friends, give them a text, say, when are you around, when are you free, and if you can't find something for, say, even that day, organise something for next week, and then you might just run into them during the week. It sounds so simple and straightforward, and you wonder why I don't do it, but I just don't, and I don't know why. So that, but then also I'm kind of betwixt and between this one, but the whole idea of like, just say yes. I don't know how much I believe in it, but like, you know when people ask you to do stuff, it doesn't happen that often. You know when people ask you to do stuff and you're like, oh no, I have to do this work or whatever. Like, be realistic. How long is this thing that they're asking you to do going to go on for? Is it going to be an hour? Then could you spare an hour and just like maybe stay up an extra hour, or like work for an extra hour after dinner or whatever? Like, how long is this person going to be around? How long is this person or is this event going to go on for? Like, say yes if you can. If you can sacrifice a little bit of time and work a little bit harder maybe in the evening or the next day, say yes. Like, have a good time. If you're not like happy, you're going to be, you're not going to do very well, I don't think. Like, if you're miserable, working, studying all the time, always in the library and having no cracking off, seeing your friends or anything like that, you're not going to have a very good time, you know? Like, and if you're not going to have a good time, you're not going to be happy. And if you're not happy, you're going to be just begrudging college, and nobody wants that. You're not going to do well. You're just going to be down in the dumps and you're not going to feel like doing anything. Exhibit A. So take it from me. I like to establish a good plan. Love to list. It's my favourite thing in the world. So I would say establish a good plan. I plan out most of my days Sometimes it's kind of rough, and sometimes it's like, this hour I'll do this hour I'll read this hour I'll do that. And like, especially when you're thinking about readings, like establish like 2 hours where you're going to do like that reading, or even like an hour, and be like, right, I'm going to do that reading for an hour and no more. I'm not going to work until it's done, because then you give yourself like 4 hours to do 30 pages and then you hate yourself. Exhibit A. So just establish a plan and go, you know what, if I need to bend that plan because somebody's asked me to do something and I'm going to work a little bit harder on something later on, which is not in the plan, which is in my me time, that's okay, because you're using the time wisely and you're having fun. It's okay. I'm like telling myself these things. By telling you, I'm justifying telling myself. And yeah, being kind to yourself, as simple as that. Like, you're doing, like, so long as you're doing your best, like, there's nothing else you can do. Like, you can't push yourself so much that you're just gonna break. You can't do it. Like, my friends are always telling me to stop doing that, and like, get a multivitamin if you need to. Barack is my best friend. I have just bought some herbal tablets to help me sleep because I'm not sleeping. Like, sleep is so important. Be good to yourself. Look after yourself. If you don't do that, no one else is going to do it for you, and just expect you're doing it for yourself and be pulling at you from every other end, and then you'll get like, you'll be a mess. Being good to yourself is not rewarding yourself for work you haven't done. I sometimes go from two extremes of like doing work all the time and not rewarding myself, and then like rewarding myself for work I haven't even done yet, or I'm like, I'm going to do this later, so I'm going to have a pizza now, or like, I'm going to spend 4 hours watching YouTube videos because, you know, I'm going to do that work later. It's like, no, do that work now and then reward yourself, and do whatever it is that makes you happy, because you need that balance. And yes, I am struggling to find that balance, but we can struggle on together because it needs to happen. Okay, so that is just about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and it wasn't preachy or moany or sobby or too emotional or self-critical. I'm a bad one for that. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like down below, subscribe. I would really appreciate if you would subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you guys have had something similar, like a similar struggle, or how you deal with that struggle, or how you find balance in college or your working life, or whatever kind of school life or whatever you're in. So yeah, I would really appreciate a comment, a share, a like, a subscribe, whatever, you know. I'm on all my social medias as well, which will all be in the description below and in the outro. And yeah, check out my blog if you haven't already. Everything's in the description below. Also, I wanted to point out that I got some artwork in the background. I got some of Sam's artwork in the background. I will be leaving Sam's stuff in the description below, like I always do, because she has done the artwork for my cover photo and my blog and for my outros, so I always leave her stuff below, so go and check that out. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!